Today's TED Talks are being brought to you by Coda Painting. Contact Coda Painting for all your interior and exterior painting needs. Servicing the Bemidji and Walker area. Call Vern at 701-330-1261. That's 701-330-1261.
Ted Spetzler here from Twins Daily and at TL Schwerz on Twitter with another week of Twins TED Talks. It was an interesting week coming off of obviously a downer week and a losing streak. The Twins showed up against two teams that they don't face a ton. The San Francisco Giants made their first stop at Target Field ever and were promptly met with a sweep. Boston tried to, I guess, show up with a decent lineup, but the pitching matchups for them have just been awful all year long. The Twins were within really a couple at bats of a sweep there as well. They finished with a 5-game winning streak. It ends on a little bit of a sour note, though. On Wednesday night against the Red Sox, both Gilberto Celestino reaches and then Gary Sanchez reaches on a walk. Luis Arias steps up, doesn't have a great at-bat. Carlos Correa looks at a fastball middle, and then rolls over a fastball middle to end the game. Yeah, it was a game they probably shouldn't have won coming off of giving up a grand slam earlier in the game, but when you're at 6-5 in the ninth and you have 2 runners on and 2 of your better hitters, you'd like to see something better than that come out of those final 2 at-bats. This week might be the most challenging week for the rest of the season. The Twins have an off day and then go to Chicago. They have a decent set of pitching matchups. Tyler Mahle is coming back off of the IL. It would be great to see his shoulder respond well and the velocity return. But then after Chicago, the Twins go to New York. And obviously the Yankees are not playing their best baseball right now, but everyone knows the Twins don't handle New York well, regardless if they played their AAA team at the major league level. So it'll be interesting to see how the Twins handle the Yankees. But from there, the Twins will have, I believe it is 8 against the Guardians, and then they will have 6 games left against the White Sox. They're a game and a half back in the AL Central from Cleveland. Honestly, yeah, Emilio Pagan and the Twins bullpen and different situations have cost them throughout the year to this point, and that's why they're behind in the standings. But on paper, Minnesota should be a better team than Cleveland is. The lineup is better. The bullpen is fixed. The starting rotation has gotten a jolt. They have 8 games to prove it. So September, a little bit into October, because let's face it, Rob Manfred still sucks and we had a lockout this offseason. There's 33 games left. The Twins have a lot against the AL Central. They still play the Tigers a couple times. They play the Royals. Those should be games and series that they take, and they need to set up well against the Guardians. And even though the White Sox are, I believe it's 6 games back at this point, they need to assert themselves in those games as well. Cleveland, I think, has played either 1 game more or 1 game less than Minnesota at this point, but one of the series still in front of them. They do have a doubleheader on a Saturday. The Twins added Billy Hamilton to the roster today as a September call-up. I love that move. Honestly, I don't think Byron Buxton is going to be back for much of the regular season. If he plays, it's going to be more focused on, a week or so to get ready for the postseason and try to ramp things back up. Billy Hamilton is a terrible hitter, but he's a great defender. Perfect pinch runner type. Everyone knows he's going to steal, and he's going to steal on you anyways. When it's September, Billy Hamilton, Terrence Gore, they play. So the Twins adding someone like that at this point makes sense. They also added Austin Davis from the Boston Red Sox. He's another lefty that's probably going to factor into a little bit lower leverage Caleb Thielbar type situations. He's going to be their 3rd lefty out of the pen. Giovanni Moran looked amazing again against the Red Sox last night. So the Twins have 2 capable lefties. Who knows what Davis is going to bring, but he gives them another arm. this will be the week to kind of give them a litmus test. They're going to face a postseason team in the Yankees, and they need to hold serve against the White Sox. Let's see where they're at come next week. Check in with you then.